Toastmaster, fellow members, and guests. I'm the founder of Fit for Quality of Life. I created this organization as a result for a passion for health and fitness. You may ask yourself, where did this passion come from? Well, a short time after graduating high school, I was diagnosed with a very rare type of cancer called synovial sarcoma. Less than 2% of the population gets this. I was one of the lucky ones. Yes. This type of cancer takes place in the joints. Mine was in my left knee. To eradicate this cancerous tumor, I had to undergo chemotherapy, radiation, and major surgery. I remember before going into surgery, my doctor telling me, Laura, we need to keep in mind what's most important, and that is to save your life. So if need be, we might need to amputate your leg. So to say the least, I was pretty freaked out about waking up from surgery and not having my leg. But thank God, I had a great surgeon, and I was able to keep my leg. He performed almost a total knee replacement, removed half of my femur, and replaced with a metal rod, and removed my vastus medialis muscle as well. No one knows why I got this type of cancer. It's not due to my lifestyle. Unlike many other diseases, out of the top 10 causes of death, about 7 are related to lifestyle. This is why I became a fitness and health enthusiast. You can prevent many of these diseases just through your lifestyle and diet. I truly believe that exercise and diet are preventative medicine. Let me explain how. What is our #1 cause of death in the U.S.? Anybody?
Heart disease.
Yes,
Heart disease.
Heart disease, heart attack. So what happens in the body with heart disease? Basically, we have coronary arteries in our heart, and these arteries are like tubes. And in these tubes is where blood flows, but they're starting getting blocked with plaque. Where do we get this plaque from? We get it from our genes. If our parents have high cholesterol, we're more likely to already carry that. It doesn't matter whether we're thin or we're a little bit heavy. We already have this in our system. And it comes from anything that comes from an animal product, anything. Your milk, your yogurt, your ice cream, your New York steak, and your hydrogenated oils. And these are the trans fats. These are the oils that fast food restaurants use to cook their food in. And manufacturers use to preserve the chips, the cookies, the peanut butter. And over the years, we consume more and more of these products. We start building this plaque around the age of 13. So as we consume more and more, it starts building, until around the age of 55, 60, gets completely blocked, no more blood flow, and what do we have? Heart attack. Yes. So the bad news is, once you get that plaque in there, there's not much you can do to get rid of it. The good news is, your arteries are made of muscle, smooth muscle. But just like skeletal muscle, when you work those guns, they get bigger, right? Same thing with your arteries. They start out this big, and when you work out, they dilate, they expand, they get bigger, and so you prevent a heart attack that way. Another thing that plays a role in this is your cholesterol. When you go to a doctor, you usually get 2 readings of your cholesterol, your LDL and your HDL. What's the difference between the LDL and the HDL? The LDL being your bad cholesterol and your HDL being your good. So why is one good, why is the other one bad? Well, the LDL contributes to that plaque. It blocks your arteries, and that's why it's bad. Your HDL, your good cholesterol, actually collects cholesterol from your blood, takes it to your liver, and you can use it as energy or to produce the hormones that require cholesterol. So if you get a high reading of the LDL, of your bad cholesterol, but your good cholesterol is higher, well, guess what? It's okay because it balances things out. So how do we increase our HDL? We increase it through our diet and exercise. Exercise will increase your HDL. Omega-rich fatty acids. This is how we increase our HDL. Where do we get omega-rich fatty acids? We get them from nuts, raw nuts, almonds, walnuts, pecans, but of course they need to be raw, not roasted, not salted, not fried, and preserved in the refrigerator because they do go around it fairly easy. Salmon, or your fish, your omega-rich, so salmon, tuna, sardines, mackerel. This is another one. And I saw a face over there like, ew. Okay, better one, olive oil, olives, avocados. Those are also good omega-rich fatty acids. So they don't have to be, bad tasting or anything like that. So that's a way. Another one, an easy one of my favorites, even though I can't eat them, are eggs. I'm allergic to them, thanks to all of the radiation and chemotherapy that I had. But you guys hopefully can, are eggs, omega-rich eggs. So at times I would hear, oh, eggs are great for your cholesterol. And then somewhere else I would hear, eggs are bad for your cholesterol. I'm like, okay, which one is it? I'm very confused. So finally, I was able to find the answer in Time magazine. And really, it actually ends up with, it depends on the chicken. If the chicken was fed flax seeds, the chicken will produce an omega-rich egg. If the chicken was not fed flax seeds or omega-rich fatty acid seed, the chicken will not produce a good egg. And so that egg will actually contribute to plaque in your arteries. So make sure your eggs are omega-rich. Okay? So I hope, okay, one more thing. Someone asked me to disclose a little bit more about me and kind of give a bit of hope. So despite I had this major surgery, in high school, I remember looking at posters of bodybuilders. And I would just be in awe, like, how the heck did they do it? How did they get there? And in 2011, I actually did my first bodybuilding competition, and I came in top 10, which I was very happy because one of the things you are judged on is symmetry. Me missing a quadricep muscle was actually a big challenge, but I had a great coach who taught me how to walk and use this towards my advantage and not actually, look very odd or particular compared to the other bodybuilders. So I hope I'm here to motivate you and to challenge you. So I hope I have done that, and thank you for your time.